Hello, this is a 4-minute talk on the Great Conjunction of 2020. I'm Frank Sanders. What is a conjunction? Conjunctions involve coincidental positions in the sky between planets and stars or planets and planets. For example, on the left here, we see fixed stars in the sky. They don't move relative to each other, but we see a planet position in the sky from night to night to night to night to night, and we see that at one point this planet coincides in position, or nearly coincides in position, with this star. The planet then continues along. When the planet is right next to that star that particular night, that's called a conjunction. Over here on the right, we see a case in which we have two planets moving night to night. One planet here, planet 1, from night to night like this, and the other planet, planet 2, moving like this from night to night. And when these two planets are near each other in the sky, again, we call that a conjunction. What's the significance of a conjunction? Well, up until 400 years ago, when the Earth was believed to reside at the center of the universe, a conjunction meant that two planets, or a planet and a star, had aligned themselves and that they were throwing a lot of force, somehow or another, in the direction of the Earth. For example, we could have a star lined up with a planet, maybe even with another planet. This would be an amazing conjunction, two planets with a star, and they would all be directing their force directly down onto the Earth, here at the center of the universe. It wasn't always clear what might happen, but one thing was for sure, something was going to happen, because that was a lot of cosmic power exerted on the Earth. After 1609, when John Kepler proved that the Earth orbits the Sun along with the other planets, conjunctions just became geometric coincidences. For example, here we see the Sun at the center of our solar system, and then the Earth over here, and then Venus at this point in its orbit, and then another planet like maybe Jupiter here, and maybe a star out here. And when these points, the star and Jupiter, or the star and Venus, or Venus and Jupiter, line up relative to where we are on the Earth, that's a conjunction, but it doesn't mean anything astronomically. Nevertheless, conjunctions are really pretty to look at. This year, on December the 21st, which coincidentally is the winter solstice, Saturn and Jupiter will undergo a conjunction in which they will be only 1/5 of a moon diameter apart from each other. To see the conjunction, step outside and look down toward the southwest. On the night of the 21st, just after sunset, there will be a very, very thin first crescent moon that you may or may not see. And then, just above that and to the left will be Jupiter, which is a bright star, and Saturn, which will be just above it and to the left of it, which will be about 1/4 as bright because Jupiter is twice as far away. This is called a great conjunction because they're going to be so close to each other. What's physically going to happen on the night of the 21st is that Jupiter and Saturn will, of course, be absolutely nowhere near each other whatsoever. What's happening is this. The Earth, positioned here, as shown on the night of December 21st, is going to be looking across its orbit past the Sun, all the way out to Jupiter, 5 times as far from the Sun as we are, and then, in line with Jupiter, at 10 times our distance from the Sun, we will see Saturn. And to understand what's happening, bear in mind that for the month before the conjunction, Saturn will move as much as that little red arrow, about 1 degree. And in the month before the conjunction, Jupiter will move as much as that little red arrow, which is about 2.5 degrees, but we, flying madly around the Sun on the Earth, will move a full 30 degrees. And it's our 30 degrees of movement as we spin madly around the Sun on the Earth that's going to bring us into line with Jupiter and Saturn that night. This is a fairly rare event. The last time that the two planets, Saturn and Jupiter, were this close together in the sky was 1623, but it wasn't visible then because they were so close to the sun that pretty much nobody could have seen them. The last time that anyone could see this event was 800 years ago in 1226, when Genghis Khan was in current news as the conqueror of Asia. For more information about the Great Conjunction of 2020 or other topics, contact me, Frank Sanders, at backyardastronomy2021 at gmail.com. Thank you very much.